Hello there, Aaron Cloutier here, and this is part 2 of a 2-part video series where I'm talking about all things working with MIDI grooves, so MIDI drum grooves, and specifically working with pre-existing MIDI drum grooves. So in video 1, I walked through the process of just taking a stock MIDI groove and then tailoring it to suit a specific musical idea that I had. So in this video, I'm going to be showing a little time-saving hack when you are taking a finished beat that you like, but you want to do some little subtle variations and all that, but you don't want to have to program everything by hand. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, go back and watch that to help this make a little bit more sense. But anyway, here's part 2. Enjoy. So like I said, I'm writing a pop tune for Songwriter, and with the way that their business model is structured, we have to learn to write songs extremely fast. So I'm all about finding little shortcuts and little hacks to save time as much as possible. So if you're pressed for time while you're writing songs, maybe this little trick will be of use to you. And now I'm going to show you a little trick to kind of maximize your time, because as you could see right through that whole process, it was pretty lengthy, right? Took a little time to kind of map out everything and listen back and see what fit and what didn't. So now that I like this pattern, I want to show you how I can quickly repeat it. And the reason why I want to repeat it is because I have a second half of the chorus right here, and I want a little bit of variety going on in the drums. I don't want to just copy and paste this to make it sound the same. Like, here's what would happen if I did that. So yeah, there's a little bit of variety going on with the chords underneath and whatnot, but I don't like how this is exactly the same as this. To me, it just seems really boring and static. So I want to create an entirely new pattern. So what I'm going to do is go back into Easy Drummer and still stick with the Session Drums MIDI pack. And I think I had... Yeah. Yeah, I really like that one. So what I'm gonna do here, let's see, where do I line up here? 58. So line up my cursor here. I really like the beat, but I don't want the ride cymbal to be what's going on there. I don't want the ride cymbal to be the connective tissue right now. So what's cool about Easy Drummer 2 is that you can change your power hand. So let's see, the opening hit. And if I change this to a crash, it should sound like this. Yeah, so I like that. There's a different fill, there's a different feel, there's little embellishments here and there. Sounds really good. So let's compare that real quick just to make sure that it's actually a different crash than the previous one. Okay, so what I want to actually do is swap these out to add that little extra bit of variety. So it should sound... So I like that. I'm gonna bring that in. And for those of you out there that have EZdrummer 2 that didn't know about this, had to learn the hard way like I did, if you leave this unmuted, it's going to create some phase issues if you have the MIDI track on here as well. Right? Not very pleasant. So we're going to right click and mute this, and we're good to go. So like I said, I want to copy all the kicks here into here, but I don't want to have to go into, you know, this region and do everything that I just did with the first half of the course, right? So here's the little trick I want to show you. So highlight this. And what I like to do is make a copy . And bring it over here. Bam. So as you can see, all my additional kicks that I brought in are lining up where they should. I don't have to use the previous kicks from the first half of the course. So what I can just do is really quickly delete, right? That's good. Delete that. In fact, delete these. Good there. And grab these and delete all. And what this does is creates, you know, subtle differences, right? Because you're maintaining the original beat and the feel and the velocity and the placement and all that. But now you're just adding the little tiny things that you created before. So you're saving a lot of time. Like that took no time at all, right? So now let's hear the whole thing together. And there you have it. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. I understand like some of this was a little tedious to go through, but if you try this out, I think it'll help you out a lot with saving time and just, you know, getting to the more fun parts of the actual songwriting. So like I said, this is just a quick little workaround that I stumbled onto as a result of my own personal process, but I'm curious if you have your own that you would like to share. If so, let me know in the comments, because I love hearing about all this sort of stuff. I love talking about it. Thanks so much for watching. So if you found this to be helpful and you want to take things a little bit further with understanding ways to mitigate writer's block or finding inspiration or learning how to write better melodies or lyrics or anything like that, I have put together a 4 PDF series that talks about each one of these topics. Also included are MP3 recordings to complement each PDF. So if you are like me and like to take your information in an audio fashion, then that's available to you as well. And you can grab all of that for free at the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching.